Hey everybody, I'm Clara and this is Heavenly Declarations. So this evening I'm doing a general energy checkup and we're looking at what your past person or current person would like to confess to you. So we're going to start off with a prayer, then we'll open up with the confession cards. Then we'll get a few cards of what they'd like to say to you after the confession, maybe what their situation is. We'll get some tarot on top of that, a lover's advice card, maybe how they're feeling emotionally about the whole situation, an advice card at the end, and then an affirmation card to close the read, and possibly for fun, advice from the mermaids, which I haven't used for a very, very long time. The beach is calling me, so for some reason the cards just kind of, squealed at me to pick them up. So some of you may live by water, some of you may be keen on mermaid energy, and some of you may be compelled like me to want to go to the beach. I'm hoping to go this Saturday with my dog Harry and just spend some time by the water in the seafront and get an ice cream, maybe some fish and chips, the kind of traditional British thing that you do by the beach, and just have some fun. It's going to be a relatively warm and sunny day, so I thought it'd be a nice thing to do, just drive down to the coast and just get some fresh air. So anyway, we'll start off with a prayer. Hope everybody is well. Thank you for all the lovely comments and the likes and all the views. I'm really impressed. I really am grateful for all of you. You make the channel, I don't. So again, thank you. And yeah, keep commenting, keep interacting. It's really, really nice. So I'm just cleansing any energy that needs to be cleansed. And we'll start off with a prayer. Heavenly Father, archangels, and spirit guides, enter this reading with your white, loving, protective light. Allow me to receive only the clearest and accurate messages for the highest good of whom I read. May I call upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Raphael to call upon, witness, and protect and heal any energies that need protecting and healing. So I've seen strength, I've seen attraction, and I've seen toxic lover and proposal. So it's a big possibility that I'm getting possibly past person, okay? Or it could be a present person. You may feel, if it's a present person, that this person's quite toxic, okay? And you may feel that they're quite possessive and jealous. Okay, that's if they're a present person. But I'm getting more so that your past person proposed to somebody, okay, that is rather toxic and jealous and controlling and is taking pure advantage of your past person off the bat. But we shall see. Yeah, this person felt like they was running out on some time, okay, and made a proposal to somebody who is toxic, and some kind of manipulation has been used here as well with witchcraft. So basically, they feel like they've been manipulated, okay, and now they feel like they're running out of time to kind of, maybe get out of it, but we shall see. What this person like to confess to you. So this is their confession, okay? They're obsessed, or somebody is obsessed with them. So there's an obsessive lover, okay? Now, we did see toxic lovers, so they could be engaged to or married to somebody that is very obsessive, very toxic, okay? But I'm also getting as well that this person is possibly, definitely, again, in some kind of commitment here, okay? But they're seeing signs and synchronicities from the universe, okay, that is pushing them to move forward, okay, because they feel like they're running out of time on something, okay, and they're becoming very impatient, and they're nostalgic, okay, they're nostalgic about you. So this person is definitely in your past, okay. They moved on to somebody, quite frankly, who is toxic. They, you know, got into a connection with somebody toxic. Yeah, this person wants to confess that they love you still, okay. It says te amo. So is that Spanish or Italian? I'm not quite sure, but anyway, they love you, okay. Je t'aime. Yeah, this person, they're hammered by you. They still love you. You could have long hair, okay. They want to be close with you, all right. They miss your bond, okay. This person is feeling strains of finances in some kind of proposal, engagement, connection, marriage, okay. But they have an obsessive lover, okay, for sure, okay, who could be watching you, okay, or this person, be it male or female, it's only, you know, a picture, but this person could be quite obsessed with you as well, because they're still in love with you, but they're tied up elsewhere and they're very nostalgic about you, okay. And I'm also getting whomever they're with is obsessive over you, because whomever they're with, in a connection with, knows that this person is still in love with you. So I think you're being watched, okay, with this study card, okay. You could also be studying for law, you could be at university, you could be studying to doctor something major, but I'm getting more so somebody's watching you here. Yeah, this person is feeling the pinch. That came out yesterday, that somebody was financially feeling some strain, okay? And this person feels like they're running out of time. So they want to confess to you that, you know, that they're with somebody obsessive. They're still quite obsessed with you. They're still in love with you. I think you're being watched by both parties, to be quite truthful. And this person is finding, this person's finding finances quite difficult, and there was a third party involvement here, okay? So for sure they went off, although the cards haven't come out, they did show themselves while we are shuffling. They went into another commitment, okay? But they're still in love with you, whomever their third party was that they moved on to, okay? Could have blonde hair, could have brown hair, okay? Or you could have had brown hair and this person has blonde hair, okay? Got involved, okay? And split down your relationship, be it male or female, all right? But they are still nostalgic about you, and the third party is obsessed, okay? And jealous and envious. We did see toxic lover. We'll take one more. What else would they like to confess? So there was a third party involvement, okay, that got in between your relationship. So this person is trying to deal with, this came out recently as well, inner childhood wounding, okay. So this person could have been, you know, brought up, you know, in a neglectful house. Somebody could have, you know, left the house. Maybe there was a single parent, be it male or female, you know, a single dad, single mum. There could have been drink, drugs, alcohol. There was some form of abandonment here, okay. This person, when they were a child, felt abandoned. So they're needing to heal, okay. And they're also facing karma. So I think they're facing karma simply because, you know, their finances have been hit, okay. I'm getting whomever this obsessive third party is, watches them, watches you, okay, because this person still loves you, okay. So everybody's kind of being looked at. It's kind of like a triangle, okay. You're being watched, okay. You're being watched by this person and their person with fake accounts, and this person would like to, you know, have some kind of dinner date with you. They would like to celebrate, okay. They most certainly want to come towards you and celebrate, you know, some kind of surprise meeting, an event or a birthday. They want to get together with you. So but all the while their person is watching them. Their person may also watch tarot. So if you have a platform like myself, they may watch your platform under fake accounts, or they're just simply trying to get readings, you know, study tarot to find answers, okay. But this person definitely wants to come towards you. Let's see what the situation may be. I mean, we've got pretty much what's going on, but we'll just have this could be like the, you know, backstory or a deeper dive, okay. So yeah, this person is nostalgic about you, okay. They do miss you, they're nostalgic, and they look at your pictures, okay. So if you post things online, or they've got like photos, old photos stored in like a secret file on their mobile or their computer that they look at, okay, kind of like sneak these kind of peeks at you, okay, because things came to an end, okay. There was a tragic ending here, okay. You know, you found out that they moved on to somebody else, or you're finding out that they moved on to someone else, but you got through that, okay. You got through the ending, and now after the ending you're kind of looking at new beginnings, okay. And this is why this person is very nostalgic, and that's why they want to come towards you, okay, because they're still in love with you. Yeah, you're being watched for sure, okay, with the sunglass energy, and you're being watched, you're being looked at, okay, and stalked. So I'm telling you, their fiance or lover or whoever it is, the third party they went with, watches you, but they also watch your past person, okay, and your past person watches you, okay. Have faith, love is coming, surprise. Yeah, this person is still in love with you, okay. They're still struck by love, okay, and they want to surprise you, all right. They want to come back, okay. They, you know, they're really feeling a lot of love for you. They're quite obsessed over you. They're going through issues, karma with the third party. They're having financial problems, okay. And yeah, again, they reminisce about you, okay, and they're learning from past mistakes, okay, and they're looking at things differently with the camera energy, okay, but also with the study and the camera energy, they're definitely watching you, yeah. And you know, they're going through karma with whomever they got with, this snake energy, who is in competition with you. They envy you, the other woman, look over your shoulder, yeah. It's a karmic relationship that they got into, okay. They married somebody very karmic, very toxic. We did see toxic lover, okay. So we'll just put them on the side like that. Yeah, they got into a commitment elsewhere. So this could be a follow on from yesterday. And you're happy just being single. Yeah, this person wants to call you after stabbing you in the back and cutting things off with you, because they still have a lot of passion for you, and now they're very heartbroken and they want to heal the situation, okay. So you may get a call from this person, okay, because they are really broken hearted about the split with you, and they're having problems with their obsessive lover, okay, after, you know, stabbing you in the back, okay, and breaking things off with you, moving towards a new relationship, a whole relationship, a marriage, a proposal, they're realizing it's a karmic relationship they're in, and they're feeling very triggered. Okay, it's very intense, it's very tumultuous, okay? And whomever this obsessive lover is, the third party, is, I'm hearing venomous, they're vicious, okay? And they're having, you know, rows, and they're facing karma, and they're losing money, you know, in this marriage and commitment that they're in, okay? And yeah, all the while you're happy single. And that's why they want to phone you, they want to call you up. Okay, let's see what this person may want to say to you. So there was a third party who they ended up marrying or getting involved with, okay? Don't focus on who wants me, I want you. So they don't want you to focus on the person they committed with. They want you to know that they're still in love with you, okay? But they're tied up. So, you know, I'm kind of gathering they're trying to get out of something, because we saw running out of time. I think this person's trying to get out of a karmic relationship here, okay? I'm not used to a connection like this. So they ran from you. They ran to, I'm hearing an easy bet, okay? They thought it was going to be easier, but actually they're facing a lot of karma for doing so. You really have been by my side. That came out yesterday as well. This person is kicking themselves because they realise that actually, you know, you were really there for them. You were loyal, you were honest, you were, you know, stand up, okay? I've been sending you 5D messages. So this person is trying to telepathically communicate with you, energetically communicate with you, okay? Because they're still very much in love with you, right? And they're facing, you know, financial issues, having, you know, karmic issues with this third party. But what they like to say, so 3 of these. I miss being intimate with you. Yeah, I mean, they're in love with you still. They miss your intimacy, and this drives the karmic third party wife or girlfriend crazy, okay? And this is why whomever they got into a relationship with, this envious, competitive, snake energy third party who's obsessive, okay, is obsessive because they know that your person misses you, loves you, wants to be intimate with you still, okay, and not just about sex, but just being close, okay. They're very nostalgic about you, okay. I'm not blind to the signs, I see them yet. This came out yesterday. This person is realizing now through getting karma, okay, like having this obsessive lover, having financial problems, being in a very karmic up and down relationship with somebody very jealous and toxic, okay, because we did see toxic lover, okay. They're now realizing that they kind of went in the wrong direction. I've been focused on money because I'm trying to build for myself. Yeah, this person may with their finances, they're really trying to gain stability, okay, because they're lacking money due to some kind of commitment that they're in, all right, and it feels like something is missing without you around. Yeah, they're really nostalgic. They watch you, they want to come towards you, okay, they're still very much in love with you, they're reminiscing, okay. I do want to make things right with you. Give me the opportunity. See, yeah, they want to come forward. They want an opportunity to correct their mistakes because they want to come in and do the right thing now, okay? And I want commitment with you, just not yet. Now, that's in reverse, and I'm going to leave it like that, okay? Because they're already in a commitment. So although they want to be with you, they're entangled and they want a chance with you, okay? They're facing a lot of issues, financial issues. They're having a tumultuous relationship, which is up and down, with somebody that is very competitive, envious, jealous, toxic, bitter and jealous about you. Okay, so they're probably having rows. Okay, they're facing a lot of issues right now, and although they want a commitment with you, they can't do that because they're tied up elsewhere. They're kicking themselves, quite frankly. Let's get some tarot on this. Yeah, this person is watching you with the Page of Swords. Okay, and you could have blocked this person, all right, but I'm also getting with the Two of Swords, this person feels quite stuck of which way to go, which, you know, to choose left or right. They don't really know what to do, but all the while they're watching you. Okay, and they're really trying to go within with the Hermit energy. So there could be a Virgo. Okay, there could be a Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. Okay, but this person is very curious about you. They watch you from a distance, and they are feeling quite overwhelmed. Okay, they're finding life difficult. They're very indecisive. Okay, and they feel like they're up against opposition with this toxic lover. Okay, and they're just playing the waiting game. Okay, and they're really going within. They're searching for their inner truth. Okay, because they're having lots of Tower moments. They're facing karma. I mean, there's upheaval, there's chaos. They're having disasters. Okay, they're going through a lot of financial disasters. They're going through a lot of rows. They have an obsessive lover. This partner of theirs could be a little bit volatile. Okay, like they may have like rows in the house and things breaking, and it's just a nightmare. It's, you know, they're having a lot of problems, and all the while they're watching you, and this karmic is watching you. Why is this karmic? Why is this? There's judgment. So they're both under some form of, you know, karma here. Okay, but why is this karmic so obsessed? Because they're insecure. They feel like they're being ignored, okay, and they're rather disappointed and depressed with the Star in reverse. Okay, so this person could be Aquarius, all right, and this person wanted to be the center of attention that I'm getting. Okay, and they feel like they're now being stalemated. They feel like you're opposition to them. Okay, they're very guarded. Okay, with the Two of Swords. This person's really rather arrogant. Okay, and they row with your person. You know, I mean, look over your shoulder. Competition and envy. This person, you know, they row about you. So whomever they got into a commitment with, because wedding rings are here, you know, even if they're not married, they're in a strong relationship. Okay, like they, you know, they live together or whatever. They definitely committed somehow. This person, you know, doesn't feel like they're center stage. Okay, they feel like they're being ignored. They feel very insecure. Okay, and this is why toxic lover came out. Yeah, they feel really blocked. I'm really getting your person is kind of like putting up boundaries with them and trying to move away from them and go within. Okay, because they're just not happy, quite frankly. Okay, and they're trying to deal with wounding as well. Like, it's dragged up past energies for this person. Like, I'm almost getting that they've gone into a relationship that they recognize from a childhood. Like, so, you know, they could have gone into a very similar relationship to like what their parents had. So if their parents' relationship was very karmic and tumultuous, okay, this is what's happened to them now. Okay, and it's triggered them. All right. Tell us about this third party. So this third party feels, you know, really insecure, okay, and discouraged. Your person felt like they were going to kind of complete some kind of cycle and have some kind of accomplishment with this person at first. Okay, so they could be dealing with a Leo, a Taurus, a Scorpio, or Aquarius, which are all fixed signs. All right. I'm getting they were, because I'm hearing they were spun a yarn. Okay, I'm getting this third party could have been like, oh, our world will be kind of complete. We can be whole. We can travel. It'll be harmonious. Okay, and actually, it was not that at all. Okay, it's been nothing but strain. Okay, it's been stalemated. There's been a lot of difficult choices being made, and your person just wants to go within. Okay, yeah, there's been a lot of truths that have come out with the Justice card. Okay, lack of finances, jealousy, argument, karma, triggers, just competitiveness, being discouraged. There's no hope. Okay, there's just, people are being ignored. Okay, it's just a mess. So I think your person feels like they're being spun a yarn a bit. Okay, like they could have had it all with this person, but actually it wasn't that at all. Okay, they feel really blocked. What's this? Why are they lacking stability? Why are they lacking stability? Why are they lacking stability? Because they're lacking money. Okay, somebody's very greedy here. Okay, your person is trying to penny pinch. All right, they're really lacking money. Their person may like to spend. This is most certainly, it feels like a follow-on from yesterday. Okay, your person is really trying to focus on their financial security. All right, and we saw that they were trying to build for their future with these cards here. Okay, they could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I'm getting their karmic wife or partner, okay, may be quite greedy, okay, and overspend here, and your person may have moved cities, okay, or moved to another city, or moved out the city to downsize or change home. Okay, this person's desperately trying to save. All right, because they're lacking finances for sure. Okay, and in the past, because they were with a third party, you may have felt that they were being stingy and greedy, okay, and possessive over their stuff whilst they were with you. Okay, this person's having, a lot of arguments, swift and impulsive action. Okay, this person wants to make some kind of lifestyle change. Okay, because they feel very, very stuck in a lot of conflict with the third party, whom they thought they was going to have a celebration with. I mean, they really did. This third party, I'm telling you, I keep hearing spun them a yarn. Told them there's going to have fulfillment, a harmonious life, completion, accomplishment, money, groundedness, stability, travel. Okay, and your person took the bait. Okay, and what they're having actually was a lot of quick lifestyle change. Ended up feeling very stuck with the Eight of Swords. Okay, and very restricted. They feel entrapped. Okay, they feel very stuck, to be quite frank, and they're having a lot of conflict with whomever they linked up with in this marriage. It's a karmic marriage. It says community and celebration. Okay, so this person, you know, thought at one point it was going to be all great. Okay, could have got you know, married in you know, the autumn time, okay, or around the harvest time, possibly Halloween. There's pumpkins and there's dried fruit on the floor, okay, and they felt like they were going to have, you know, it all with whomever they married, this empress, okay, that they gave an offer to. I mean, they most certainly gave an offer to this person. They put in hard work. They had a lot of desire at first, okay, you know, and they craved a new life. They craved a new adventure, and it's all just not that, okay. It really isn't. They're having problems. They're having financial problems. Their partner is obsessed about them, obsessed about you, okay. Your person is missing you. They feel stuck. Why do they still love you? They still love you, okay, because they're realizing that they were a fool, okay. They made a really bad choice with the Fool in reverse, okay. They realized that they sabotaged the relationship with you, okay. They were very reckless. This person took a really risky move, okay, to kind of jump off that cliff, and now they feel taken advantage of. They were very unprepared for what was to come in this karmic commitment. Okay, there is somebody very, very competitive and toxic. I mean, they are, and it's, you know, it's resulted in this person really trying to heal wounding. Okay, yeah, I mean, there is somebody very toxic. They're a very toxic commitment, a very low vibing commitment, okay. It's this person is envious, okay. They're dependent. They're materialistic, and this is why they're lacking money. They're obsessive. That's came up twice, okay. They could be dealing with a Capricorn. And they went because of passion. They passed off your cup of love and your offer, okay, and they were looking at other options, all right, and they went towards this very karmic commitment that they're in, and they feel stuck. They don't know what to do. I mean, they feel like a complete fool. They really do, with the Fool in reverse, okay. They feel really taken advantage of, because let's not forget, they were told they were going to have it all, okay. They were going to have, you know, cycles completed, wholeness, fulfillment, accomplishment, okay. And actually what they got was obsession, excess, envy, materialism, lust. It was all about lust, okay. This person, you know, your past person could be very good looking, very charming, very motivated, inspirational, okay, had a lot of wit, banter, okay, and, you know, they may have had, you know, a lot of passion, should I say, and they went with the third party that they were lusting over. And this person could have had addictions. They may have addictions, okay. This person feels absolutely chained. Yeah, this Emperor, okay, Aries, possible Taurus, okay. This person thought they were making strategic moves when actually they made a foolish move. And now they're realizing they love you because they realize they took advantage of you. They sabotaged the relationship. They were reckless, and they went towards somebody that is toxic. I mean, it keeps coming out. What's this studying all about? See, I think you're being watched. We did see that twice earlier, okay. Let's like this study card. Yeah, I'm getting this Magician in reverse. So I'm getting it's this karmic lover of theirs, okay, is watching and studying. They could be studying the craft, all right, with the magician in reverse, okay? So this person, we did see witchcraft earlier as well, some kind of manipulation. So this person could have used some kind of manipulation, some kind of, you know, love spell, something like that. They definitely manipulated this person, okay? There was a lot of manipulation here about money, about completion, about what this person could accomplish with their partner that they're with now, okay? They were fooled, all right? They were hoodwinked, all right? Definitely, and this is why they're realizing they love you, because you're innocent, okay? You're most certainly an innocent person, I'm getting. This person was tricked. They were deceived, okay? There was a lot of cunning actions took here, all right? There was illusions cast and craftiness, okay? All right? There's a lack of money. There is a lack of movement forward, okay? There's a lot of discouragement, disappointment, people being taken advantage of here, okay? Your person feels like they were tricked, okay? There was a manipulation used here. The person they married, this karmic lover, okay, who they're in a karmic relationship with, who they married, okay, which is over here, all right? Manipulated them, okay? Fooled them into thinking that they were going to have everything. They're going to literally have the world, okay? This is why they went, okay? And now they're all under judgment. Okay, they're now very clear that there's been some kind of final decision. They have to, there's, you know, they're stuck in this, okay? And, you know, after walking away from you, they desperately want to walk away. They want to move on, okay? They want to, I'm hearing abandon ship, yeah, because they're really burdened. But they're stuck in their karma. You know, the angels have literally let them know you need to do a lot of healing, okay? And face this karma, okay, before any retreat is made here, okay? This person desperately wants to move away, but they feel so tricked. This person, whomever they were with, used some form of study and words, lies, trickery, okay, because that's witchcraft as well, okay? There was craftiness here, okay? What is the karma? Their karma is going with the Queen of Wands, okay? So this person could have been, like we saw the Devil card, so this person could have been very alluring, okay? Very self-assured, very passionate, okay? And they're facing karma with this Queen of Wands, who they possibly married, who's very obsessive over them, okay? Yeah, and this person wants to come towards you and apologize. So you're the high priestess, so you're in the background, you're not saying anything, you're being very silent, you're very mysterious, you're very intuitive, you're very alone, you're divine feminine, okay? You get divine truth, you trust yourself deeply here, okay? You're very wise, okay? This person wants to come and apologize to you for breaking your heart and putting you into a third party. So they went towards Queen of Wands, okay? They went to somebody who's very determined, okay, to keep this cycle together, okay? This person doesn't want to let your past person go, okay? Because they're married, okay? They want to keep this, you know, this connection together, okay? They really, really do. Okay, so let's like these inner childhood wounds. So this is a follow-on from yesterday. Your past person is still trying to explain further, you know, how they're feeling. Yeah, I'm getting the, you know, this person had woundings as a child, okay, and this is why they go towards karmic people in their life, okay. This person may have addictions. They're very lustful. We just see the King of Wands. They get manipulated, okay, because They go towards aesthetically pleasing looking people, okay? Like the Queen of Wands, very beautiful. I mean, whomever they're with, you know, is probably a very beautiful woman, okay? You know, very sexy, very alluring, but again, toxic, okay? Because they're in, you know, very competitive, you know, very volatile, okay? They married somebody, they're going through turmoil, okay? And they're being triggered. They're being triggered about their childhood, okay? I'm telling you, their childhood, like I said earlier, was possibly very toxic, okay? They was probably brought up in a household where there was a lot of dependency, there was probably, you know, lack of money, there was lies, manipulation. They literally mirrored what their parents were in. This is what I'm getting here, okay? And they feel conned because they thought this third party was going to give them everything. Yes, they did. Okay, it's like, you know, they felt like they had the winning ticket. I'm sorry, but, you know, they really did. You know, somebody beautiful, somebody that's going to be able to travel with and have completions and harmony, and actually it's hell, okay? They're chained to somebody that is very dependent on them, very obsessive, very materialistic, okay? Very envious, okay? Very competitive, very karmic, and they marry this person, all right? And they are heartbroken. I mean, they're going through heartbreak, they're suffering, they're depressed, okay? This person, you know, whomever this Queen of Wands in reverse is depressed as well, okay? That's why they're arguing, they're facing karma, okay? This Queen of Wands is being very manipulative, okay? Is using some kind of trickery. So that could be lies, because it says deception, illusions, and blatantly could be studying the occult, okay? Your person wants to get away. We saw the Eight of Cups, okay? Your person feels like they made a bad mistake. They know they broke your heart. They're going through a lot of, wow, look, Three of Swords, the Tower, the Judgment, okay? And they want to walk away. They are going through it. They're going through hell. They want to literally walk through hell. They need to get through hell to get away, okay? They are going through a lot of upheaval. They are really burdened, really burdened, yeah. And they just feel like they're on a never-ending wheel of karma, okay? They are facing karma, karma, and karma, okay? They just want some good luck now, okay? And they want to come towards you, the Queen of Pentacles. Now, you don't have to be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but you're very grounded, okay? You're very practical, very caring, okay? You're homely, all right? And they went towards a hellraiser, basically. That's what I'm getting. What's this? Love is coming, surprise. So I do think they want to surprise you. What's this surprise invitation that's really sticking out to me? Okay. What's this surprise invitation? We did see dinner as well. Okay, they want to take you out. Okay. What's this surprise invitation? Yeah, they want to come towards you, okay? And you're in this, we see you as the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So you're very practical, you're very homely, you're very stable. You know, you can take care of yourself. You're, you know, good at looking after your home. You're good with your finances, okay? But you're also in this Queen of Swords energy, okay? She came out yesterday, but she was the other party, okay? You want truth. If this person comes towards you, okay, you only want the truth. You're happy to hear them out, okay, but you are going to use your head over your heart because you do realize that they're in something, you know, they are, I mean, they're in something very, very toxic, okay, that they have to heal from, okay, they have to deal with their issues, all right, and they also have to deal with addictions. They have to deal with sexual addictions. Okay, we did see the King of Wands. This person went towards whomever they're in a connection with for money, for lust, for some kind of stability, status, wholeness. Okay, they thought they was going to have it all. They thought they was going to have money, travel, sex, drugs, fast cars, fast lane world. Okay, and actually it's not that at all. They were manipulated completely. Okay, and you want the truth. Okay, you're going to be very strong-willed. Okay, you're not going to be walked over. Okay, because you had to become very self-sufficient here. You had to look after yourself. And this person is deep in their emotions. They're showing themselves as the Fool in reverse, the King of Cups, and the Emperor. Okay, this person, I'm hearing like, you know, they're just deep down quivering in their boots, like, you know, behind the scenes. They're trying to keep it together, but behind the scenes, they're really trying to keep their emotions in check. They're just a mess, okay? They're really trying to keep emotional control. They're trying to keep authority. They're trying to remain in control, okay? And they're strategically planning, okay? Yeah, they're trying to remain strong, okay? They're strategically planning how to come towards you, because they know you only want to deal with the truth after really betraying you. I mean, they betrayed you really badly. Okay, they stabbed you in the back. Why are they reminiscing about you? And they're trying to learn from the past as well. You know, they are trying to remain in their Emperor energy, but they're deep in their emotions. Yeah, they want to balance things out with you, okay? They're reminiscing about the more harmonious times they had with you. Harry. They're reminiscing about how balanced things were with you. So you could be a Sagittarius, but they see you as this very balanced, pure energy, okay? You're very moderate, okay? You're very patient. You're very harmonious, okay? And this is why they love you. And this is why also they feel like they've been taken advantage of. And they realize they took advantage of you because, you know, they're with the devil and you're an angel, okay? They went to the complete opposite energy, which is crazy. And they miss your intimacy deeply, okay? Yeah, they miss your intimacy deeply, okay? They want a fresh new start, okay? And they feel blocked. They're being blocked. They're being blocked and they don't know what to do because they're very anxious, okay? They're having a lot of drama and unforeseen problems with the moon energy, and they're just watching you. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do, okay? But they do want the opportunity. They are watching. They want, you know, they're stuck, but they do want the opportunity, all right? And we see that with the Page of Swords. Tell us about this karmic relationship. I mean, it's very toxic. It's very lustful. It's all about money, greed, obsession, lust, drink, drugs, you know, arguments, ups and downs. They're all being triggered. This person's being triggered. It reminds them of like their parents or maybe an older siblings relationship. Yeah, they're finding it a very hard work. Okay? They're having to really put in a lot of hard work. They're really trying to, you know. So I'm getting with every penny they earn, okay, it's been kind of siphoned here, okay? Drink, drugs, sex, cars, money, materialism. Yeah, and they just want to be happy. They just want to be content, okay? And they're really trying to quickly make some lifestyle changes, okay? Because they feel very stuck, all right? They really do. And they're trying to be very cautious with how they go about making their move here. So they feel like, you know, their relationship is a lot of hard work, okay? You know, they're really having to, you know, put in a lot of effort here, okay? I mean, they're in a very karmic relationship. you know, and they feel fooled. They really do. They feel like they've been manipulated badly here. Let's see what this person may be feeling. Okay, oh gosh, we're nearly at 50 minutes. Abandoned. Nobody wants me. Abandoned. Yeah, they just... It's brought up a lot of childhood wounding for them. Okay, they feel manipulated. They feel like there's abandonment issues that are coming up. You know, you see children here in the background. Okay, it's, you know, they just feel so alone. They don't know what to do. They feel very stuck. It's brought up. Yeah, they're feeling very sensitive right now. Okay, something's dropped on the floor. Oh, wow. Suicidal. So this person is really in a dark place right now. Okay, it has brought up a lot of past energy for them. They feel very conned. They feel manipulated. They feel like they've gone in the wrong direction, and they're feeling really low. Okay, they may not get to the point of doing such an act, but they just feel that low. Okay, all right. They have to heal. They don't know what to do. You know, they just want balance in their life. So they're in a very, very grey, dark space right now. They feel very manipulated, very lost, very unappreciated. They're stuck. They're in something very, very toxic, okay? And they feel like there's no hope here as well, okay? You know, they're absolutely broke. And they just want, it says making memories. They just want to be happy. They just want some calmness in their life, okay? You know, they're feeling very sensitive, okay? They feel like there was somebody very shameless as well. Do what I want, say what I want. Yes, but whomever they went to, married or got into a commitment with is ruthless. I mean, they may be good looking, but they lied, they schemed, they pretended, okay? And this person feels stuck. They really do. Let's get these are the when two hearts meet. I don't often use these, but soulmate cards, I think they are. Soul connection cards. What do we need to know? What else do we need to know about this? So this person's stuck. Yeah. We did see that, didn't we? I'm sending you messages in the 5D. So this person is really trying to telepathically communicate with you, okay? Close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. So, you know, you was really on the same wavelength with this person, and they realize that now. You know, they realize that this really harmonious angelic energy. They miss you, and they're really trying to connect with you energetically. Yeah, because they realize that actually you were their true love. True love comes when you least expect it. So, you know, they passed true love up for a karmic relationship, which they're finding very hard work, okay? And they just want to rejoice and have some happy times in their life, okay? They're not in a good place. They're really, really not, okay? They're absolutely not. Let's get an advice card. And these are the Divine Energy Oracle cards. One advice card. There we go. There is ask with sincerity. So, yeah, this person wants to come towards you, okay? So they do see you as this Queen of Swords. So they do know that you want truth. They know that you're very strong-willed. But they also know you're very kind and caring, okay? Because you're this Temperance, Queen of Swords energy, okay? And we saw the Queen of Pentacles, okay? They know that you're very balanced, you're very caring, you're very nurturing and very patient, but you're also asking for honesty here, and they know they have to bring that to you, okay? So they want to ask you something sincerely, okay? And you're also energetically allowing them to know, should they come forward, they need to come from the heart. They have to be real, honest and sincere. And this person wants to live life to the fullest. And I'm really getting the karmic energy. He was trying to give them that like world energy, like live life to the fullest, okay? And now they're starting to count their blessings. This person may want to like go to Paris with you or something, okay? But they're really starting to, you know, realize what is good and what is not good in their life, okay? Nurture yourself first. I'm getting you're really looking after yourself. So, you know, that's 2 Paris cards. So you may be traveling to Paris, okay? And love yourself. Yeah, you're in the moment of loving yourself. You're nurturing yourself. You're counting your blessings, okay? You're living your best life. And this person is wanting to do the same, okay? But they need to come forward with sincerity here. Okay, they most certainly do. We'll get a mermaid card. Haven't used these, very rarely use these cards, but they're quite sweet. Let's see what the mermaids would like to say, because I keep, I just really want to go to the coast. Okay, well let's see what the mermaids would like to say. 1 card from the mermaids. These are mermaid melodies. Patience. So patience is needed to be had here, okay? The tide will come in when it's ready. So, you know, this person may have to do a lot of organizing before they can come towards you, okay? So they're needing to be patient with themselves, with the situation, and realize things will, you know, work themselves out when it's meant to, okay? Safety. Don't be too proud to go back to shore. So yeah, this person feels really in deep waters with whomever they're with, okay? And it's going to take them time and patience to get out of it, and they're not feeling very safe, okay? And they're looking to kind of exit, okay? Change. Know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. So yeah, this person is trying to move on because they realize what they're in doesn't fit their lifestyle, okay? Yeah, because wild. Believe in your otherworldly beauty. Dance with the waves and drink in the sunshine. Yeah, they went towards something very wild, okay? And they're looking to go in a new direction for sure. Okay, it's not for them. Okay, it really isn't. It's put them in a really bad space. Okay, and they want to. You are their true love. They want to ask you something, you know, from the heart. They most certainly do. So I hope that helped. If it did, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Mwah.